Hi, I'm sitting here in Calanova, a beach where I actually almost grew up, with Jessica, which is a yoga expert and also a coach, which I also met here as a child, and I'm so happy now to have re-met her after how many years?
Don't quote me, but I'd say at least 20, Patricia.
About 20 years.
Yes.
And now, yeah, we just re-met and rediscovered that we're actually almost on the same trip.
Indeed. Many similar things happening at the same time. It's probably some kind of Ibiza child syndrome.
Yes.
But it's always to do with development and the healing and finding the best way to share what we've learnt and heal.
Exactly. And so what exactly are you doing now?
I'm currently finishing my second year in a coach and counselling training. I'm living between Ibiza and Holland. Less in Ibiza than I would like, but also very much appreciating what Holland has to offer. I have a lovely 9-year-old daughter. And yeah, I mean, I've currently had to take a little pause on the yoga, unfortunately, but I keep my practice, I keep my own way of learning and proceeding on the path. And yeah, just enjoying this time here now with you.
Yes, it's so nice, so nice. What exactly are you doing with the counselling, with the coaching, and what is that?
So yeah, I mean, it's the main thing is to help people get to where they want to get. If there's something that you'd like to work on, be it trauma, be it relationships, be it anything in particular that you'd like to grow with, that you'd like to move forward on, that's holding you back, setting goals to hopefully build a better future. It's the support and encouragement, and also investigating to find out where your blockages are, how to evolve from them, and how to move forward in the best measurable way to achieve the results that you'd like to have, whether it's emotional or financial or pretty much anything. I'm open to that at the moment.
Okay, that's amazing. So what's more or less the difference between this coaching and a psychologist?
So the counselling is very similar, but it's not psychoanalyzing. So it's more about going deeper to really find out where the blockages can lie. I do this a lot with a somatic, energetic, and vibrational connection, and I do work very much in the deeper areas of vibrational frequency and connecting to the people in front of me or to the person in front of me, where I can sense what it is that's happening with them. And then hopefully together we're able to find out what that is and set that free so you can move forward. But there is a difference. It's a thin one, particularly when it comes to counselling and therapy. When you specify the difference there's a very fine line. But I guess it's one that you learn as you go along.
And so how long do you usually accompany a client on the journey?
Yeah, I mean, it does depend on what the client wants to achieve and whether it's something deeper rooted that takes more time when there's a more counselling approach, or whether it's something where it's just to achieve a certain goal, which, you can usually do. I'd like to say you definitely need at least 10 sessions, preferably 12. And then it depends on each person and what it is they'd like. But yeah, I mean, I guess I haven't actually gotten to the minimum of 6 yet, but I think I could probably get there as well. That's not, usually most people would like to do more than that, but that could be something that can be discussed.
And how often do they come in the intervals, like once a week or
So
more
it's usually
often?
bi-weekly. I prefer to work for an hour and a half each time, at least. Sometimes it can even be 2 hours. I find that the good stuff comes out after the initial hour usually, so I always prefer to at least do an hour and a half. And yeah, it's bi-weekly, and then there can be some breaks in between when holidays, and it's adaptable
Okay.
at the moment. For now, as long as I can, I do have flexibility, but obviously that might change.
Yeah, of course. And if someone's, for example, not living in you're right now living in Holland, near Amsterdam. If someone's not living there, how would you also be able to coach?
Everything's online, actually. I'm currently mainly concentrating on online. If you are in the area, or if I'm in your area, then sure, it's lovely to have a meet-up and to meet in person, and to, if there's an opportunity that comes up, but it's definitely not mandatory, and it's definitely not something that I focus on. I definitely focus more on online.
Okay. Do you realise it's beginning to
raining.
rain? But it's warm, it's so nice. I'm expecting a rainbow. It would be nice if some sun was coming. Yeah.
A little bit of sun with the rain, wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
A little bit might help a bit.
Well, if it's okay with you, I have one more question.
Yes, please,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Because yesterday we were actually spent a lot of time talking, and you mentioned you're learning yoga in Rishikesh. What?
Rishikesh, yes. I studied at the Yoga Alliance in Rishikesh. It was in 2011. It was also the yoga festival year, 11/11/11, when they had the big festival, which unfortunately I couldn't attend because I was a little bit too ill. I got the Rishikesh belly, the Delhi belly. But it was an incredible experience. And then I went to Dharamsala, and I also went to the Vipassana near Delhi at the end of the year. So I got the full scale. I got to go down all the different paths within 3 months.
Wow.
And then ended up in Goa flat out on a sunbed completely. I needed to recover a bit from that, let's say, to say the least.
Yeah. And what kind of yoga practice do you now live or teach?
I've always said that yoga is actually not just, it's not asanas, it's literally the way of life. It's your philosophy, it's your way of thinking, it's compassion, it's having the ability to consider, to empathize, to connect, and to be aware of every being around you, and find the best, calmest, kindest way to, it's kindness. To me, it's always about kindness and making room for each other and giving each other the time and space, which is what I find so useful in counseling or coaching, because it's so necessary. And unfortunately, in the world we live in today, it's not that easy to achieve anymore. In our childhood, it was a very normal thing.
The weather is getting very, very wet. As you see, lots of raindrops
I think
everywhere.
this is turning into a bad hair day. But
Natural
yes,
beauty.
it's my path has always been the spiritual one, and that's what's always kept me investigating further and deeper, and always the development that comes with it, whether it's Reiki, whether it's quantum physics, whether it's quantum healing, whether it's just all connected. We're all connected, and the longer or the more we're able to share with each other and recognize that in each other and show the respect in each other that we should give each other, the more we can actually free up all the love that we have. And that's what we need to elevate the vibration, so we can all raise the frequency.
Oh, that's amazing. Well, that was a beautiful, beautiful
Summary.
summary. Absolutely. So, as I hear what you're saying, I guess your work is you have a lot of qualifications and you mix it all and check out what's
Little
necessary.
bites from everything.
No, that's a beautiful way of
Soulful
working.
bites. Soul food bites.
Yes,
I might have to
nice.
call it that.
Yes, yes. What a nice name. Yeah. Well, thank you for taking the time. I guess now it's a bucket of rain coming down here.
Yeah, it's been lovely. Actually, it didn't bother me at all, funnily enough.
Me
It's
either.
actually been sort
It's
of
kind of nice,
quite a
isn't it?
special, refreshing, it feels almost as though we're being blessed.
Yes, I think that's a nice way of seeing it. Yes.
So thank you very much for having me.
Pleasure,
Aw.
pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you. Cool.